Fantastic fonts and where to find them. This is a short uh, topic on where to even find typefaces. And in this digital world, the best way to look for them is on the internet. And fonts being digital files, it makes sense that they would be exhibited and sold on websites. The Type Foundries Archive is a great online project that I recommend that you check out. Um, it collects a list of Type Foundry from all over the world, independent, small, large, one-person foundry, 100-person foundry, whatever have you. It covers 46 countries and over 350 different foundries. So it's amazing to go through this list and see what is out there. So I highly recommend that you check this out. And when it comes to uh, finding typefaces, it seems a little bit confusing. It seems like there's all these different kinds of fonts and ways you can use them, different kinds of websites, collections, and so forth. And I'm going to try to sort of scrape the tip of the iceberg. And the first that I wanted to show you is a concept called open source typefaces or open source fonts. So a great website to check out for open source typefaces is the Google Fonts catalog. Now, open source means is that it is open for people to use for a lot of different usages. Now, even though it may say open source, the terms for using them may vary between each individual typeface. So you should probably read the end user license agreement to see what is allowed if you're trying to do something specific. But it usually allows you to use them for free for any non-commercial projects. And Google Fonts is a great resource because it has a huge collection of open source typefaces, and they take care of the hosting and licensing as well. So if you want to use some sort of free typeface for a website, then Google Fonts might be a good resource for you. Something that is becoming a good resource to check out typefaces is the model of subscription or rental fonts. And you can check out Adobe Fonts. If you have an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription for Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, included in that fee is the ability to use Adobe fonts. There are, like thousands of typefaces that are listed on Adobe Fonts. So you can check that out if you have a Creative Cloud subscription. And FontStand is my personal current favorite. It comes in the form of a desktop app. So you can try out different fonts for free in any kind of application. And I think it limits you to 3 hours, but 3 hours is plenty enough for you to type it out in any kind of program you want and see if it's for you. And if you want to try it out for longer, you can also rent them out for 10% of their price. So if a certain typeface is, let's say, $50, you can rent it out for $5 a month, which is such a good deal. And I think if you eventually rent it out for a long enough time that it has, stacked up to the amount of the actual purchase price, you get to keep it. So that's great. And a lot of independent type foundries are on there. So very great. This is also fun. David Jonathan Ross runs a Font of the Month club. So if you join it for, I think, like $6 a month, you'll get a fresh new font in your inbox every month. So this is also a lot of fun. And there are the more typical platforms where it allows you to try it out just on the website, and then you can purchase it if you would like. Future Fonts is a great experimental platform. It says that they sell type in progress right on their website, and I think that gets to the core of what they do. They feature a lot of type designers and foundries that are working on typefaces, and you can buy typefaces at their earlier stages of development for a lot cheaper than how it would be when it finishes. So it's almost like the Kickstarter of typefaces, if you will. And Type Network is also a great platform. Type Network has a lot of independent type designers and foundries on their platform, and check out their website. It's amazing. Village is also a great little collective of 11 type foundries if you want to check their platform out. And of course, MyFonts. MyFonts is the largest font retailer by far. And you can have like, tens of thousands of different fonts on there. So the next thing and last thing I want to leave you with is that please do not forget to check out individual Foundry websites. Just as in the first link that I showed you, where there was like this huge collective of type foundries around the world. If you just go on a lot of individual Foundry websites, they will let you try it out on their website, and a lot of them also offer trial typefaces as well. So, it's also a great source of inspiration to see how they manage their catalog, what kinds of design perspectives they may have, and all this stuff. So please check out individual Foundry websites. That is the main source of inspiration for me. So like subscribe to their newsletters, ask for type specimen catalogs they can get in the mail or online. Yeah,